We started out with 7 children. Then I believe by January we had about 9. It was sort of like a mama papa outfit, if you know what I mean. You know, there was, it was very home-like.
There's a focus on Jewish values, and I totally understand that and appreciate that. But the undersold part of this school is that it just happens to be an excellent school.
I keep going back to the word that it's been a magical experience for us and for her.
There were a few people who wanted their children in a Jewish environment. And at first I thought they were out of their minds here in Sacramento to start a Jewish school. Look at what it has become. Well, when we started in 1970, actually all the parents, I would say, knew each other. Primarily, people came from the synagogue here, Mosaic Law. There were actually only 2 classes. The preschool class room was available, inhabitable, let's put it this way, and the kindergarten. But we made the most of it. Parents felt safe to bring their children there. It was a safe environment for us. And it was a good time. It really is, yeah. And I should hope that many children, no matter where they are living now, have a good feeling about their beginning of the studies. It wasn't going to work or come to a classroom. It was coming home every day, every day.
Well, I think one of the foundational things that I first think of when I think about my time at Shalom School is community. And so the community of friends, the community with the faculty and things like that. And so I think that throughout my life, high school, college, even on after, I think I've definitely seeked out to be part of a community, to support it, to benefit from it. And so I definitely think that's something that I took away from my Shalom School time.
Shalom School, especially early on, kindergarten for me, just the warmth and community was outstanding. And I couldn't know it then. But now, as a parent, I totally understand it.
I will say this was a pretty easy decision for me, just, again, thinking about the security, community, comfort that I know I'd feel having him here and the people looking after him. So it felt like a really natural choice, but also the Jewish foundation is, if you even thinking about going somewhere else, the foundation that you get here with the holidays and Jewish culture and Jewish values, I just don't think you're going to get anywhere else. And that was such an important part of my upbringing, and so really important that I could share that with him.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the focus on Jewish pride is like the thing I've carried the most, and I still wear my Hebrew necklace everywhere I go. And it's something that I remember especially in 5th and 6th grade in our Hebrew classes, but I guess all throughout our time at Shalom School, just being like, you're Jewish and that is unique about you.
I feel super happy to be at this school because I love to be a Jew, and it's the only Jewish school my parents and me know of.
So our daughter, everyone in her grade, was a pandemic baby, and so socialization was a little strange for those first 2 years. And then last year when she enrolled at Parparim, just instantaneously, the growth in social, personal development to her expression, communication was amazingly striking. And so that's been awesome to see. And just now to be able to have full conversations and her to tell us things and talk for 5 minutes straight is just been amazing. And we think that because of Shalom School.
And as far as the Jewish aspect, it's been awesome to see her get so excited for the Jewish holidays and to do Shabbat and to sing the songs and to really be proud of being Jewish.
What I see as commonality is that there's a real strength in the approach, that we're all in this together, that somebody in the hallway, regardless of what adult it is, knows your kid, knows them by name. So there's a sense that everybody here supports everyone else.
For example, with the grade school side, we have all of the specials that the students go to. So whether it's art or their PE or music, those teachers are also out on the playground. Those teachers might help and sub if a teacher needs to step out for a meeting or something. So all of our students pretty much know all of the grown-ups on campus. And I think it's really evident when you're outside at recess and they just feel safe going up to anybody.
One of the biggest drawing factors was like the staff and the faculty, right? And their level of caring for the kids, right? And that desire to not just like push kids through or just focus on academics. It's the importance of developing them as citizens, as people, as little human beings, right? And everybody like having that same mission.
The care that the teachers and all the staff put in, like the academic attention with having small classes is so helpful and it's so nice. Like that focus on really making sure you know how to understand everything.
I mean, I think about the hierarchy of needs for someone to learn, and like the most basic level of that pyramid is safety and security.
A child's self-esteem is so important. If a child knows and learns to believe in themselves, the world is absolutely theirs and they can find a way to make something work. But if someone squashes that self-esteem at a really young age, that's really hard for them to get that back.
And I think a big piece of our cultural fit is acceptance, and whether or not a faculty and staff member is Jewish or not, I can tell if they understand that concept of everyone's made perfectly in the image of God.
There are many of the children who are now 40 or beyond years. I think many of them probably still keep in contact with each other. It was such a wonderful, warm feeling, that beginning.
I was talking with, so it's funny, actually one of my best friends now in my senior year of high school is still my best friend from kindergarten at Shalom School.
But most of my best friends today are still from Shalom School.
Caroline, Olivia, Henry, Noah, Benny, and Leo. I made friends with my classmates Sophie, Addie, and Sophie, and Willow, and Maddie.
Just like the small community makes it so easy to like do stuff with other people and everybody. That's great. My favorite thing about school is coloring because my teacher, Mr. Wild, has beautiful drawings and he has beautiful colored pencils and they have beautiful colors.
Being here, I like the community, the teachers, and it's really great.
I have a favorite teacher. Her name is
Mrs. Taylor, and she's my favorite because she always brings out great activities.
We visited the classroom that she ended up being in Yonim, and she just immediately started diving in and was looking at us like, can I play with these things? Are these things for me? And, you know, she just was immediately so comfortable, and that made us so comfortable as parents. And Stacy said something to us. She said, when your child is loved the way you love your child here. And I started crying immediately because it really struck a chord. You know, when your child's ready to go to school, you're sending them off into the care of someone else and you're not there. It's their own experience and their own world. And, you know, when they're 3, 4, 5, you don't get the breakdown of how the day went. You just have to trust. And it was immediately clear from our first meeting here that this was a place that we could trust and we could feel safe, and she can feel safe.